The United Kingdom is calling me? Are you fucking kidding me? The United Kingdom? This one right here. Go right here. No. No. $300 by $600. Dude, what's up with this? There. Wait. What the hell? Alright, we're just getting this chat. I don't know what I did. Still the fucking whole entire thing. Let's go like that. There. Now let's go and put that one on top. Alexis, what's going on? And Joe Q Joe is here. Right, and there's the bottom. Alright. So apparently the Oscars were this weekend. I paid no attention to them. But I wanted to see this. Was this a real smack? Alright. So Will Smith apparently previously roasted... Okay, Chris Rock, flashback. Chris Rock previously roasted Jada Pinkett Smith at Oscars. And then... Oh, do we get the video? Will Smith smacks Chris Rock on stage at Oscars, screams, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth."
Financial planning is looking beyond today's horizon. And it's charting the route to get there.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
Alright. So he just walks up and just punks his ass. Here, let's go back.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
Right back here.
James?
Dad, I'm in the middle.
No, I understand. Can you get a cheaper color?
Alright, Dad, please.
Nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh. nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
Just punks him. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock across the face at the 2022 Academy Awards, and it didn't look planned. Rock was on stage presenting the nominees for Best Documentary, which Summer of Soul ended up winning, when he took a jab at Smith's wife, actress Jada Pinkett Smith.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Rock was on stage presenting the nominees for Best Documentary, which Summer of Soul ended up winning, when he took a jab at Smith's wife, actress Jada Pinkett Smith. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. Rock joked. He is praying that Will Smith wins, like, please Lord. That's when he took a swipe at Pinkett Smith, adding, Jada, I love you, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. The joke was likely a reference to Pinkett Smith's baldness, for which is a personal topic for the actress, who revealed her alopecia diagnosis in 2018. Smith stormed up onto the stage following the quip and slapped Rock right across the face in a swing that was hard enough for the mic to pick up. The King Richard actor then sat back down next to his wife and began berating Rock. While the United States live stream managed to censor the expletive-ridden tirade, the NSFW edition managed to make the rounds on Twitter. Full video audio of Will Smith versus Chris Rock.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
ウィル・スミスにやられました。
Nick Mike's name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Keep my wife's
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? I could, okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out.
Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude, said Rock. It was a G.I. Jane joke. So that's what's going on right there. Did not look staged. That did not look staged. I just wanted to see that there. There's the smash. There's the smack right there. Oh. Colleen is saying staged. I don't know. Possibly. Who knows? Definitely staged. I've watched pro wrestling long enough to know that. LOL. Alright. There's that. There's that excitement for a little bit. Let's watch it one more time.
Lord! Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith.
All right. What happened to the audio? It's still going, this audio.
Will Smith.
Oh, they edited the audio or something? The audio went down. Didn't I hear it the first time though? And then, and then you have him in the seat just like talking mad shit. One second. Will he be charged?
どうなんでしょうか。
Wow.
Get my name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah,
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
keep my wife's
G.I. ジェーンのジョークだったんです。
fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? I can, okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television.
テレビ史上最高の場面でしょうか。
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out.
All right, let's see what's else going on here. It's raining. Told you it was going to rain Monday. We got Zelensky on the top of Drudge like he's been on the top of Drudge for years. Russia planned to split Ukraine. How Biden sparked global uproar with ad-libbed words about Putin. For God's sakes, this man cannot remain in power. Stirs anxiety among Western allies. With war at Poland's doorstep. Warsaw tries to woo critics. 90,000 American forces on NATO Eastern Front. Probe after video shows alleged Russian POW shot and abused. Ukrainians forced into slave labor. Hostage taking threatens journalists. Holocaust survivors flee to Germany for safety. Fears stoked with atomic weapons warning. Oh gosh. The last EU train out of Russia arrives in Helsinki. And then we have Will Smith smacking the shit out of, what's his face? Oscars slammed for playing Toto's Africa for black presenters. Can we get some of that? Oscars slammed for playing Toto's Africa as Daniel Kaluuya took stage. For an award ceremony trying to be as diverse and socially conscious as possible, you'd think somebody would have taken a closer look at the music choices being played to introduce presenters at the 2022 Oscars. The 94th Annual Academy Awards production team played Toto's Africa as British actor Daniel Kaluuya and singer Her, both of whom won Oscars the previous year, took the stage early Sunday night to present Best Supporting Actress. But some are pointing out that the 1982 song was a rather poor choice to introduce two black presenters. And the Oscar for absolute worst time to play Africa by Toto goes to the Oscars. Oh, hey, by the way, good for all the diverse on-screen inclusiveness, but was anybody else super weirded out by them playing Toto's Africa when Daniel Kaluuya and Her came out earlier? Just me. Looks at feed. Okay, so not just me. Good. Who the hell picked Africa as the song for Daniel and Her walking up? That seems like the easiest choice to not make. The Oscars playing Africa when her soul... Okay. Oh, we were reading. The Oscars playing Africa when Her and Daniel walked out is foul. They played Africa by Toto as Daniel Kaluuya came on stage. The Oscars still got it. I don't even know what they're talking about, to be honest with you. I don't even know what they're talking about. ISIS attack rocks Israel. 2 cops dead. Terror in Hadera. 2 border police officers killed in ISIS attack. What the hell was that? That was it. I'm not sure if that was an attack. I don't know what that was. 2 border police officers killed, 12 injured. ISIS claims responsibility. Defense establishment on high alert. 2 Arab-Israeli terrorists who swore allegiance to ISIS shot and killed 2 border police officers and injured 12 others in Hadera on Sunday evening last night. Two border police officers killed in the attack in Hadera Sunday were Yazan Falah, 19, from Castra Samia, and Sherelle Abukurket, 19, from Netanya. Shireen Falah Saab, a journalist at Haaretz, tweeted on Monday that Falah is her relative, saying, "This is one of the hardest nights for the Falah family, my family. I have no words to describe to you how awful the painful shock, crying, and helplessness that struck the family is," wrote Saab. Yazin lives behind his parents and 2 sisters. The 2 terrorists, both residents of al-Fam, posted a video on Facebook before the attack swearing allegiance to ISIS. The terrorist movement news agency published a statement on Sunday taking responsibility for the attack in Hadera, as well as for the deadly terrorist attack conducted by ISIS supporting Bedouin Israeli Beersheba last week. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett arrived at the scene where the shooters were shot dead by undercover officers from Border Police's counterterrorism unit who were eating at a restaurant near the scene of the attack. 2 Israeli men in their 20s were seriously injured in the attack, while a 45-year-old man and an Israeli woman in her 20s were lightly injured. They were rushed to Hatel Yaf Medical Center in the city for further treatment. At the scene of the shooting, 2 additional civilians were treated by paramedics. 5 passerbyers were also evacuated to Hillel Yaffe Medical Center after showing signs of post-traumatic stress syndrome, or PTSD. On Sunday evening, Prime Minister Naftali Bennett arrived at the scene where the terrorists were shot dead by undercover officers by Border Police's counterterrorism who were eating at a restaurant near the scene of the attack. Shin Bet director Raron Bar, Israeli police Chief Kobi Shatatata and Public Security Minister Omer Bar-Lev were also at the scene as police helicopters scanned the area to rule out the possibility of more attackers connected to the attack remained on the streets of Hadera. Israeli police were placed on the highest alert Monday after the attack. Police will set up checkpoints along major thoroughfares and deploy large forces in city centers and heavily trafficked areas. Security forces arrested 5 family members of the attackers in el-Fayam shortly after the attack took place in Hadera, seizing weapons and ammunition while searching homes in the city. I'm getting some fucking coffee. Do people just wait for me to wake the fuck up? People just wait for me to wake up? Just to fucking give me a bunch of fucking heckadanza? Because I feel like it. Leave me alone in the morning. I'm gonna put a big fucking sign. Leave me alone in the morning. Hey James, like, is there that? No. You leave me alone. Leave me alone until I've had my coffee. How's that rule? And my yogurt. Sorry. Just a bunch of heckadanza around here. Missing the yogurt. I'm sorry I had to do this in a live stream, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Take a little bit of the yogurt on a rainy day. A rainy day. Some yogurt. Yogurt. Shit. Hey. Don't do that. Jesus Christ. Huh? Yeah, it's the way I do it. Just 1 second. Let me get some protein and things in my body. A little bit of the honey. What's up, Angel Mist? Okay. Let's go with some of that hazelnuts. Hazelnuts. Put a little hazelnut. And the bananas and cream there. That's right, that's right. Everyone on the floor. You could take this out to the trash, Pop. What's up, CBB? Ooh, some delicious coffee. Ooh. All right, let's get the hell out of here. It's good, 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 good. Let's keep the bitching at a fucking minimum. Let's keep that bitching at a minimum. All right, what else we got going on here? Let's plug and play this bad bitch. Angel Mist, how's your attitude? Are you bitchy this morning or what? Say something. I want to see how bitchy you are. Angel, because I know you're bitchy. I know where she gets all of her info. See, she's being a bitch. What's up, CBB? Oh, hi, Tiffany. Shut all these emojis off. They don't do anything for me. All these stupid emojis. Give me the news. You guys are so pleasant, but I know the real you. Okay, you could fake all your pleasantries on your fucking chat or whatever. I know each and every one of you individually, and none of you are good people. Okay, so don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. Maybe Access through Christ. She's cool. She'll give me some news. Access, where is that news? Like I said, wait, what's she saying? Like I said, I liked your hair that way. You're not fooling anybody. We covered the Israeli police. Oh, we all love each other. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. I know, in each and individual, you guys are all hemlocks. We got Oliver, we got Tiffany, Angel. Hey, Planet X watcher! What's going on with the Planet X? Who else is in here? Angel Mist. We're getting started. We're getting a late start. Had a lot of shit to do this weekend. I feel like I've been gone for a while. Other than bullshit Hollywood, what's been going on here? Other than the bullshit Hollywood narrative. Get me out of this. Mozambique. You got anything on Mozambique? Here, hold on. What time is it? Oh, you know what, guys? Let's go see what Jonesy's doing. Because I want to eat my yogurt in peace. I want to eat it in peace. What's this? Elon Musk may be about to develop a fucking something real big here. ABC anchor questioning Judge Jackson about light sentences for child porn offenders. Yeah.
You are listening to an Infowars.com frontline report. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Wait, go back to that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, defending human liberty and peace and justice in the Christian way from deep in the heart of Texas, planet-wide. It is Monday, March 28th, 2022. I'm your host, Alex Jones, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for caring. Thank you so much for all you do. And it really hit me Saturday, and I meant to talk about this on the Saturday show we did, the 3-hour commercial-free show, and also the special 4-hour show we did last night. And I never made this point, and I really need to make this point because I've made it here and there, and Trump's made it here and there, but I've not really boiled it down for you.
Boil it down. Boil it down.
Absolutely laid this out. Now, I know you're already going to know this. I know this too, but I mean, this needs to burn in
your loins,
your mind. Like if I took this dagger on air and cut my index finger off on TV right now,
do it.
Everyone would really listen to what I had to say while blood was shooting out, right?
That's
like highlighting letters or putting them all in bold. It's like, hey, listen to this. I'm not going to cut my finger off. It's just I have no desire to. Don't need to be put in a mental institution. I'm saying it's a hypothetical. Would never do that. But when Buddhist monks go in Vietnam to try to end the war and pour gasoline on themselves and light themselves on fire and zen out while they die, it really impressed people. And folks listened to the letter that they had left there on the doorstep of the government building because they killed themselves. It wasn't just one guy, a bunch of them did it, to get the attention of people. Well, guess who's going to be dying if we don't pay attention to this and realize this? All of us, ladies and gentlemen. All of us.
Spit it out.
Because our civilization, our savings, our future, our freedoms, our due process, everything, ladies and gentlemen, is being destroyed. So that monk burned himself up to try to stop the millions dying and to try to make it a point of how sick and evil it was. And that's my point about the analogy of cutting my finger off. When I would cut my finger off, I'd cut my arms off to stop what's happening in society. Wouldn't you?
Cut them off.
But that won't get it done. It's going to take hard work and focus and being strong and not letting the globalists drive us into rages. Because believe me, when I give you that advice, woo, am I giving it to myself? I am so pissed. Last night, I'm sitting there looking at videos from Denver, Colorado, and Austin, Texas, and Chicago, Illinois, and Broward County, Florida, and New York City. And I mean, it is pedophilia being taught to children in the schools. And I get so pissed that I literally just started yelling at people at the end of the show and had to leave and had to go across the way and sit down for about an hour and settle down because
have a drink. I know.
I've been suppressing this anger, and it's just, it's so surreal. I mean, the footage we're putting up here is nothing compared to the actual training manuals. 5-year-olds being put in transgender closets and told that they're another sex. I mean, just classic brainwashing.
Transgender closets? That sounds fun.
Taking over all the institutions. I mean, this is their army. And I got so angry at the end of the show. We had a great 2-hour show. I was handing the baton to Christy Lee and Owen Schroyer, who did an amazing job. And I just blew up at the end of the show over some little thing because I was already so disgusted and having so much trouble looking at this. So I know why a lot of people tune out. A lot of people just try to go hide in the country somewhere and try to just get away from everything because you can't stand looking at it, and so you can't stand fighting it. And believe me, I'm not judging you. I get it. All I want to do is go get a log cabin and have a farm and never leave the damn thing.
Sounds good. Let's do it. Let's get the nails. Let's get everybody, let's just build a fucking retreat. We're going to have Wi-Fi. We could take a peek at what's going on outside. Yeah. But let's grow animals and food and shit like that. That sounds good to me. Let's start today.
Give you a little newsflash.
Newsflash.
You're not going to be able to go and hide out. They're coming for you. They're coming for your children. And even if you don't have children, ladies and gentlemen, still, these children belong to all of us. And we can't let these people...
Take it down a notch, Alex. Okay? I'm right here. I don't need to have a heart fucking attack.
Let me just make this point to you, then I'm going to come back.
Shh. Let me have a cigarette here. You're going to give me a fucking heart attack. All right. Simmer down, Alex.
Just want to stop it. I want people to wake up and see what's happening and change our evil ways, all of us, myself included, and just...
We're awoke. We're awoke, Alex. Now let me just sit here and just get berated by you for 4 hours.
Which they themselves are engineering as if that gives them control of it. See the delusion? They're trying to play God. But we can abate the crash landing here, ladies and gentlemen. We can abate.
Anytime there's chaos, there's opportunity. Just remember that. Fucking Alex. Always yelling about shit. Simmer down. Simmer down. The answer will come to you when you're simmer. When you're simmer. See, the answer won't come to you when you're like this.
We got to try, right? We got to try to land the plane. The trajectory, where we're going, everything that's been set into motion.
You're bolstering, you're bustering, blah, blah. The answer will fly by because your energy is too much. You need to have your energy so it will come to you like this. See, when you're just too like tough and gnarly, it's just going to go, wow, 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 wow. It's going to pass you by.
Then God will allow evil to tear us into pieces.
He's going to tear you into pieces, Alex. Okay, shh. I can't stand that shit right early in the morning. I can't. He's yelling into the microphone. Just stop it, Alex. All right. ABC anchor questioning Judge Jackson about light sentences for child porn offenders was a message to QAnon. You guys want to get the QAnons? Let's listen to the QAnon side of things. I'm going to enjoy this motherfucking cigarette. All right? I'm going to enjoy this motherfucking cigarette. Let's get this lit. Here's this bitch. Everybody listen up. It's Monday. It's raining. It's great. Coming live out of Los Angeles, we got this lady. Shh. Listen up. Largest Bitcoin event in history. Bitcoin April 6th through 9th. Miami Beach.
Once they start having sex with the kids.
Whoop! They're having sex with the kids, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Yeah. Skip it.
Hey, 99% of people with an IRA or 401k will not see this video, and that would be a tragedy. Why is that?
Because we're skipping it.
I want to turn to that issue because it was raised multiple times, primarily by the senator from Missouri. And he was questioning your sentencing record in child pornography cases that do not involve the production of pornographic material. They're known as non-production cases. I wanted to put some context here. The senator from Missouri has in his tweets said of your position on this issue, Judge Jackson has a pattern of letting child porn offenders off the hook for their appalling crimes, both as a judge and a policymaker. She's been advocating it since law school. This goes beyond soft on crime, the senator said. I'm concerned this is a record that endangers our children. I thought about his charges as I watched you and your family listening carefully yesterday, and what impact it might have had on you personally to know that your daughters, husband, parents, family, and friends were hearing the charges that your implementation of this law, sentencing, endangered children. Could you tell us what was going through your mind at that point?
Thank you, Senator. As a mother and a judge who has had to deal with these cases, I was thinking that nothing could be further from the truth. These are some of the most difficult cases that a judge has to deal with because we're talking about pictures of sex abuse of children. We're talking about graphic descriptions that judges have to read and consider when they decide how to sentence in these cases. And there's a statute that tells judges what they're supposed to do. Congress has decided what it is that a judge has to do in this and any other case when they sentence. And that statute doesn't say, look only at the guidelines and stop. The statute doesn't say, impose the highest possible penalty for this sickening and egregious crime. The statute says, calculate the guidelines, but also look at...
Didn't she have some jewelry that had some song?
...various aspects of this offense and impose a sentence that is, quote, sufficient but not greater than necessary to promote the purposes of punishment. And in every case, when I am dealing with something like this, it is important to me to make sure that the children's perspective, the children's voices are represented in my sentencings.
Cut her off. Cut her off. What's his Twitter? Seems like the same shit over and over again. We'd like to know who's browsing. No. Days of Lot. California has just makes history with the first openly transgender judge appointed to the bench. Transgender judge in California. Okay, I got that. First transgender judge. We got armored car jacked by the sheriff here, ladies and gentlemen. What is this?
My grandfather chose to be in a business.
My grandfather did some things. Skip.
Welcome once again to Leto's Law.
Leto's Law.
Leto.
I talk about civil asset forfeiture all the time about how police will pull a car over and in the process of interacting with the person at the roadside, discover the person's got cash on them. And if the cash is any amount above what a typical person carries on them, they'll seize the cash. They'll go, we find this suspicious that you got this cash. We're just going to take it. You want your money back? Sue us. I talked not too long ago about the guy in Wyoming who got pulled over and he had $14,000 in cash on him. And they just took it. They said, you want it back? Sue us. So people in the comments routinely ask, and I saw the question so many times that it reminded me of, the old joke about, hey, are you going to eat that? There's starving children in China, right? Well, let's send the food to China. Why don't we? Well, the thing that people would routinely say about civil asset forfeiture is they'd go, why don't they just pull over armored trucks? There's a big old truck filled with cash. That's suspicious, isn't it? Why don't we just pull over an armored vehicle and just take the money? Well, here we are. Reason.com reports, and this is widely reported elsewhere in the news, but Reason.com is doing great work on this, and they are helping expose this. They're getting the word out. Quite a few people sent me the story. I'm not sure if I can thank everybody because we didn't get that kind of time. Federal judge has declined to issue a temporary restraining order. You might say, in what type of case? A California sheriff remains free to rob armored cars carrying money from state-licensed marijuana businesses. So a federal judge this week declined to issue a TRO against a California sheriff who uses civil forfeiture to rob armored cars carrying money earned by state-licensed marijuana businesses. Now, in his ruling, the judge said that the company, which is based in Pennsylvania that transports cash between businesses and banks, may very well have an excellent case, but had failed to meet the high burden for a temporary restraining order. And so what's going on here is that these armored cars are passing through a county where the sheriff, when he spots one, has it pulled over, and it's carrying money from a marijuana business to a bank. Now, that's not illegal in California. However, there's still an issue with the feds. The feds still have not come out and said, yeah, you know something, marijuana is not a problem. And so because of that, it's a little loophole that the sheriff can drive his armored truck through. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies stopped the company vans 3 times in November, December, and January. They seized cash during 2 of the stops, making off with a total of more than $1 million, which was then transferred to the FBI so the Justice Department and the feds could pursue forfeiture under federal law, which, if the government prevails, they kick back 80% of the money to the Sheriff's Department under the Justice Department's equitable sharing program. So it's all a scam. Everyone knows this. The sheriff grabs the money and gives it to the feds. And since the feds have got it, the sheriff can say, well, California law says that I can't grab it and keep it, but I didn't grab it and keep it. I gave it to the feds. The feds have got it. And then the feds will fight over it in exchange for their 20%. And then when they win, if they win, they then kick 80% of it back to the sheriff. And the sheriff can go, it wasn't me. The feds gave me the money. This is one of those games that almost no one buys, except for the people who are making the money off of it. If the government prevails, the Sheriff's Department gets 80%. The earnings of state-licensed marijuana suppliers are not subject to forfeiture under California law. State law does not allow this. So apparently the sheriff is thinking, well, if I seize the money, give it to the feds, I'm doing it under federal law. The company, which is represented by the Institute for Justice, argues that San Bernardino County Sheriff has no authority to seize money from businesses that are complying with state law, that the van searches violate the Fourth Amendment, and that the financial motive for the stops makes them inconsistent with due process. And those things that all appear to be quite true, obviously true, but it's got to get litigated. So what happened after the company got robbed a few times, and it's obvious that it's going to keep happening if they keep going through San Bernardino County, they went to a judge and said, can you issue a court order to stop them from stealing our money? And the judge said, I can't do that. And my audience is quite sophisticated and intelligent. And I'll tell you right now that a lot of people, without me saying this, will draw the parallel between this and the hospitals in Wisconsin, who went in front of a judge and got a TRO to stop at-will employees from leaving at will. So a TRO gets issued to the hospital, and the TRO got dissolved a couple days later because it was so obviously wrong. And here, a company's going to a judge saying, we keep getting robbed by the sheriff. Can you stop that? And the judge says, well, you have an excellent case, but you haven't met the high burden for a TRO. TRO standard is so high, we couldn't possibly grant that. Now, in its defense, this is a federal court versus a state court. But the standards for TROs, generally speaking, are roughly the same.
All right. Lost me before he got me. I don't know. TROs, all of it. What's Larry here saying? ZeroHedge.com. HSBC cuts references the Ukraine war from analyst reports as bank refuses to pull Russian businesses. While Western banks abandon their Russian business en masse, one British megabank is refusing to go along with the crowd. The Financial Times reports that HSBC has reportedly edited research notes produced by its analyst to remove references to the war in Ukraine, as the British bank, known for its massive Asia footprint, resists pressure to shutter its Russian businesses. According to the Financial Times sources, the bank's committees in charge of reviewing internal publications have repeatedly substituted the word conflict in instead, although they have let the word war stand when it's used to reference to open reports in the financial press. While HSBC insiders say that the bank is able to be more frank about the situation internally, it's worried about angering the Russian government since it has roughly 200 personnel in the country. For context, HSBC Russian subsidiary represents only a tiny piece of the bank's overall business. With assets of 90 billion rubles, roughly $900 million, as of the last June, the bank opened a retail business in Russia in 2009, but closed it 2 years later. Since then, its Moscow office has focused on services to multinational and Russian companies. While HSBC has promised to comply with all sanctions, it has resisted pressure from British lawmakers to pull out of Russia entirely. In response, a group of MPs are pushing for the British government's pension scheme to dump its HSBC shares. To be sure, this isn't the first time HSBC has been criticized for refusing to pull its business. Oh God, what is my reading? Hopefully you got something out of that, because I did not. There's a bunch of weird shit going on, guys. There's a bunch of weird stuff going on over here. Alright, we got a bunch of emojis. Hi, Larry. Hi, Larry. Larry said 0 heads, 0 heads. I read it, Larry. Stealing money from the earned medicine. I love a good loophole. We got Mad Max out here. Tiny URL. Armored car jacked by sheriff. We covered that. We covered the first open transgender Tatiana. What's good old Jonesy up to? Jonesy, what are you doing? It's Jonesy. Ooh, it's really raining outside, isn't it? Monday Live. World braces for New World Order endgame as Biden escalates World War III. Chances and economic collapse looms.
Boxing from it before it's too late. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best looking guy around, but I have fire in my eyes and I'm alive. And people know it. You go around universities, you go around liberals, you can't believe how stunted and ugly and weak and hateful, and just the men look like they're dead. The women look like they're half dead. And you're like, what happened to these people? And you look at whole seas of people of every color, and they look like zombies in a movie that had their soul taken out of them. Or Skeksis in the Dark Crystal that had had their essence taken.
Oh God, the Dark Crystal, the Dark Crystal. The Dark Crystal. Can we get some puppies? Let's get some news on some puppies or something. What? Shanghai lockdown. Oh, fine. Let's see what happens over there, Shanghai. Let's see what's happening over Shanghai. Shanghai Yahoo. Okay, great. Yahoo Finance. Oh, good. Hold on, it's loading. I want to throw up. I throw up.
It is so historic, and it has a quote from Thomas Jefferson about the tree of liberty being refreshed with the blood of patriots in time.
Shut up.
But rather what is continuing to unfold in China, where the shutdowns there have been intensifying as China tries to contain the spread of COVID-19 there. Wow. Shanghai is going to lock down. Now, this is a city of 25 million people. It's going to lock down in 2 phases. The east section of the city is locked down as of today for the next 4 days. That means everything that you see here in this video is not necessarily going to be happening. Mass transit is closed down and people are not out on the streets, but they are going to be doing mass testing, which is a little bit of what you were seeing there. The west side then will be locked down for 4 days. As part of this, the Tesla factory there is extending its lockdown. All of this as we are seeing cases there on the rise to some extent. 6,000 cases nationwide reported in China yesterday. As a result of all of this, we are watching things like the oil market, for example, because China is such a big consumer of oil. When we've had these shutdowns before, we have been seeing oil prices under pressure, and that is happening once again today. Now, oil is still solidly above $100 a barrel.
$100 a barrel, ladies and gentlemen. $100 a barrel. Everybody get down on the floor. It's going to be a COVID-19 alert. Ugh. God. Ugh. Yuck. Zelensky is flexing his muscle. It's time to split the Ukraine. Dirty bomb's coming. The dirty bomb is missing from the lab. Will Smith smacks Chris Rock in the face. You keep my wife's name out your mouth, boy. Judge rules Trump's efforts to overturn likely election is criminal. Oh, this is all great news. This is great. This is such great news. Women won only 23% of the awards. Okay. This news is so boring. ISIS attacks rocks. Garcetti blames housing for LA exodus. Supreme Court to consider copyright battle over Warhol paintings. Robot cooks move into malls, airports, and military bases. Wallace says life at Fox News became unsustainable. Gunman kill 19 at rooster fight in Mexico. Scientists discover new solar waves that don't fit with the current theories. Scientists slam door on health benefits of alcohol. Really? Shit, I could use maybe some wine right now. You know what I mean? Ted Cruz. Shanghai lockdown, ladies and gentlemen. This sucks. All this news sucks. New supply chain risk. 22,000 dock workers who may strike because everything sucks. Sullivan, strange rebirth of Imperial Russia. E-scooters boom as gas prices surge. Guys, get on your e-scooters. Where was security at the thing in the Oscars when he walked on stage? He's just allowed to walk on stage and smack him in the face. Their secret for workplace Zen, landlines, and Ethernet cords. Saudi prince unveils plans for country's first ski resort. Their secret for workplace Zen, landlines, and Ethernet cords. Wow, what is this cool picture? You guys want to see a cool picture? You sure do. Let me get this out of here. Let me put that right about here. Let me put that right about there. Yes. Wow, look at that, guys. What's that about? Okay. I don't know what it means. Scientists are discovering new solar waves that don't fit with the current modules. What does it mean? Scientists discover new solar waves that don't fit with the current theories. Newly discovered waves move 3 times faster than current theories predict.
Scientists discover new solar waves that don't fit with current theories. The newly discovered waves move 3 times faster than current theories predict. Scientists have discovered a new set of waves in the sun that appear to travel much faster than previously predicted, according to a new study published on Thursday in Nature Astronomy. Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Green. It's the official, unofficial color of spring. Just look around. It seems like everything around us turns green overnight, and you wouldn't want your lawn to feel left out. That's where Scott's Turf Builder Rapid Grass comes in. It helps to grow your lawn twice as fast, giving it that springtime glow only a green thumb could deliver. Get everything you need for spring at our best prices of the season. Feels like spring at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The newly detected waves, called high-frequency retrograde, HFR, waves, move in the opposite direction of the sun's rotation and appear as a pattern of vortices on the surface of the sun, moving at 3 times the speed established by current theories about the sun. Because the interior of the sun and stars can't be imaged by conventional means, scientists rely on interpreting the surface signatures of a variety of waves to create an image of what happens below the surface. Chris Hansen, the lead author of the study, stated that the new waves don't appear to be as a result of other well-known waves in magnetism, gravity or convection. He said, "That's exciting because it leads to a whole new set of questions." The researchers analyzed 25 years of space and ground-based data to detect the HFR waves. Starlings are silhouetted as they fly during sunset near Beersheba.
Beersheba.
Amir Cohen/Reuters. The very existence of HFR modes and their origin is a true mystery and may allude to exciting physics at play, said Shravan Hanasoj, a co-author of the paper. It has the potential to shed insight on the otherwise unobservable interior of the sun. The study was conducted by researchers from NYU Abu Dhabi Center for Space Science in collaboration with the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, TIFR, and New York University. Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Carl's Jr. presents.
Psych. Oh my god, that smells like the dark. That smells like the dankiest dank of them all. Alright, so there's a lot of news, okay? It's raining. I'll cover it someday. Someday I'll cover it, don't you worry. But for now, I'm just going to roll one of these bad boys up. We're going to scan and smoke. James, I have a problem with you. Shh. My name is Louis. Let's go to Louis. Let's go to Louis. My name is Louis. It's coming down harder. Skip.
Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Luis. Today is March 27, 2022, and welcome to the Grand Supreme News Channel. Before I start, guys, give this video a big thumbs up and share this video. We got some breaking news updates when it comes to rumors of wars. Guys, with all these rumors of wars, the bear is making huge move. Today, March the 28th, 2022, it's official. The Bear Central Bank announced ruble bound to gold. 5,000 rubles per gram. Now, let me read this part really quick because this is going to hurt the sleeping giant, sleeping dollar. Check this out. The bear just wiped out.